Songwriters, music makers, independent artists alike, we've all been there. Yep, we've all been there. We want our music to be heard. We want our music to reach the masses. We want it to be appreciated. We want to feel validated in all the work we put in. We want to find the people that like the music that we make as much as we like it. We love it. We want them to love it. We want to share it with the world. We want to go viral. We want to get discovered, and we want to get signed. And then we can start making the money, right? Right? I'm going to tell you why that mindset is not a good mindset to have. It is a dangerous mindset to have. It is setting you up for some rough times, some rough realities in the future. But be of good cheer, because I am here with the truth. The truth will set you free. And the truth is that you can do all that on your own with no label. And you're better off when you do. Notice I said when you do, because this is entirely possible for so many people watching. We'll see who does it. We'll see who takes this to heart. And you know what? Come back later after you watch this video. If you took it to heart, and when you see success, let me know. All right. So, first things first. I'm Brandon with Megatonic Audio. Let's get into it. Number one, it is hard to get signed. You have to already be pulling numbers for them to be interested in you. It is very rarely about how good your music sounds. They don't care. They want to see numbers, which is fine. It's business. I understand that. I'm not knocking trying to make money in business, but I am knocking the business model of labels and how it works and how it stifles the growth and careers of songwriters that could be great. So many of them are so good and are screwed. So another one is, even if you do get signed, you make it all the way there, you get signed, they are not going to promote you over the next new hot thing that they have, or somebody else that they know better than you because they've signed for longer, or for whatever reason is 10 times more successful than you. They're going to sideline your stuff in favor of theirs in the release schedule. A lot of times people end up recording many songs, albums even, that never come out because they just keep getting pushed back because this other thing's coming out that weekend and we need time spaced out between them. We don't want to take away from their revenue. You get the deal. Then they overspend on production way more than they have to, and all the money they spend, the production and the marketing, the promotion, they're going to make that back off of you before you see a penny. And when you do see a penny, you're getting a portion of the penny, not the whole penny. You get a slice of the pie, not the whole pie. And even then, if you're okay with that, here's what's really going to piss people off that are super creative and really take to heart their music and don't want to change anything. Those people on the label are going to get in the way of the sound of your record. They are going to put their mark on it. They're going to say, oh, we think you shouldn't say this. You shouldn't say this. Change this lyric. Oh, we think you should have this guitarist there or have a solo or whatever. And it almost never makes sense because they almost never know what they're talking about. They just want to put their mark on the song. Anyway, I need to stop rambling about that. That's the bad stuff. Let me show you the good stuff. Let me give you a few examples of some independent artists that have seen nuclear levels of success by themselves, independently. One such artist is Nic D. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Nic D. I'm sure a lot of you heard of him before 2021, where he had success for years by himself. Now in 2021, he did get signed, his choice, but the point is he was very successful, so successful monetizing his music, getting streams like nobody's business before that on his own. Another artist is Tom MacDonald. Tom MacDonald, I don't know if he might be signed now, but for a long time, if he got signed, it was very recently. For a long time, he has been by himself. Just him, and I think maybe his wife running the business side of things with him. Other than that, it's just him, right? And then you have Upchurch, Ryan Upchurch. If you haven't heard of him, he's another person he's in the rap world. Initially, he's country rap, but he's got some country songs and some rock. He kind of spreads it out. He is not under a label. And he made tons of money off of his music, right? So why is it better? Well, think about what I just said about some of the downsides of being under a label is they get a slice of the pie, and they put a lot of people in the process that take other slices of the pie. So when you get your money back, it's not as much money as it feels like it should be. You get the whole pie if you do it all by yourself, and that's great. Making money doing music is awesome. You want to get the whole pie. But before I get into the two pillars that hold this argument up, you need to know you got to invest in yourself to grow the way you want to grow. If you want to accelerate how fast your growth is, it takes money. You got to invest in yourself, money and time. In fact, money, time, and a lot of discipline. You got to have a lot of discipline to keep going. But let's jump into those pillars. And the first pillar, it's obvious. The music. It all starts with your music. If your music isn't good, if it's not up to snuff, if it is subpar, you're not going to see the results that you want. Now, even if you do get some results, it's not going to last. It won't last if your song doesn't really resonate with people as good, a good song. It doesn't have to be the greatest song ever in the history of, but it's got to be really good. It's got to be at the professional level. It's got to sound at the professional level in every way. The lyrics, the arrangement, the mixing, the master, all of it. And it's got to capture people's attention so it has a better chance of staying with them. I'm sure you guys have heard the phrase from a lot of social media influencers, YouTubers, and whatever. Content is king. That is very true. It all starts with your content. In your case, it's your music. Make sure it is good. Number 2, the second pillar is push. You've got to push. And I don't just mean your motivation, your discipline. You just keep pushing. I mean, you've got to push your song out there to people. You have to promote it yourself. The fastest way to do this is paid advertising. Again, I said you got to invest, and this is part of that investment, and it's a lot of money. If you know what you're doing with paid advertisement, you know your target audience, you know what they like, you know how to set up your ads, you know, to test ads, A/B test them against each other, you're golden. You can do this right now. But if you don't know that stuff or you're scared to mess it up, you're going to need to invest a little bit more into finding somebody that can do that for you, right? That can manage those ads. There are services, there are freelancers, there's companies that specialize in helping independent artists like you aggressively promote their songs through ads and gain a following quickly, especially in the beginning. So if you don't know how to run ads yourself, do the research on those types of services, on all the people that provide those services, and invest in it. It really does work. And when you work with somebody like that to promote your stuff for you, you're doing it with them. You're very in the know. You're on your artist meta ads account manager, and you're able to see what they're doing with your ads. So you can ask them questions. They can tell you why they're doing certain things with your ads, certain strategies, and why they think that'll work for you and how they're going to test it against other things. And you'll be able to see it. There won't be anything in the dark. You're not going to be caught off guard by anything and wondering, hey, I thought you guys were promoting me. I don't see... but my album's not even out. I hadn't seen a pre-order release or what. None of that. Nobody can give you the runaround on that because it's you and them. There's nobody in between. Just like on the production side, when I work with independent artists, they're working with me one-on-one, right? So we're producing a song. Every part of that song, from the writing stage all the way to the mastering stage, they're telling me what they like and don't like, and it's their vision. It's not some chump at the label that's telling me what they think should be in the song. Well, what would be cool and what's hot right now. No, it's the artist, and it makes for better music. There's no deceitful phone calls that are, oh, we'll get to the bottom of it. No, one-on-one, we work together. You need to work together with somebody that specializes, like I said, in promoting with Meta ads or Google ads or whatever it may be, right? Those two things together, having a great song and making sure you promote it the right way, those two things together are going to make you grow. There are so many other examples of independent artists that you've never heard of that have monetized their music very well because they make sure that their music is good, and they make sure that either they know what they're doing with ads marketing or they hire somebody that specializes in that. And then the social media and all that stuff supplement it. But anyway, I'm rambling. Y'all caught me rambling again. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you're interested in more content like this, comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And if I missed anybody, if you've heard of some other independent artists that are really successful on their own as well, comment down below. Let me know who they are. I'll take a look at them if I haven't heard of them before. But other than that, like, subscribe, share this video, follow, all that good stuff. That helps me get to more people like you about topics like this. All right, that's it. That's the video.